The first countermeasure I would like to show you is the default password changing. Bonita BPM, as other softwares out there, comes with a default password for its tenant administrator. As we all know, the tenant administrator can create users, it can stop the execution of the tenant, it can install process or delete process. So it's a very powerful user. We need to change its default password. In order to do that, you need to go under your Bonita BPM installation folder, under Workspace, Tomcat, Bonita, Client, Platform, Conf. In this folder you will have a file called platform tenant configuration.properties. You can edit it, and we can see that the default username and password for the tenant administrator are installed. So it's enough to change this file as you want for having your own custom password. I strongly suggest you to use a strong password which is difficult to brute force, which could be a combination of uppercase, lowercase, special characters, numbers, and like at least 8-10 characters long. So once you decide what is your own platform tenant default username and password, you can save this file, and then the new tenants you're gonna create, we're gonna have those credentials to get in. Talking about passwords, I would like to show you now how you can define a password policy for your user's registration. In fact, by default in Bonita BPM, you can create a new user without having to think about a password policy. But this, even if it could be very useful in a testing environment, we all know that this is not the case in a production environment, in where you might need much stronger password for your users. For changing the password policies, we need to go again in the folder in where you install your Bonita BPM, and down under the folder Tomcat, Bonita, tenants, the tenant ID you are using, and between the configuration files, you can find a securityconfig.properties. This is a very important file in where you have 3 lines. The 2 in the bottom, we'll see them later. Now we're gonna focus on the first line. Here you have a class path to a default password validator. As I said, by default, this password validator will not check anything, but we're providing a robustness password validator, which provide a very common policy. You will need to enter a password at least 10 characters long, with 2 special characters, 2 uppercase, 2 lowercase, at least 3 digits. So it's enough to save this file, restart your server, your web server, and the password policy will be on.